A game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Florida International.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give from the gun. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy, but he's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air, it's Terrell. Makes the grab on the left. Powers through. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Terrell. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds his man. Bulldozes his way through. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Running into the open space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. So now it's 2nd and long. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, that is a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Finds a spot in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Quick completion on the out route. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Coffee. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Reads it, fires complete. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, Panther. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Florida International offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, the inside kid. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, running back on the move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Florida Atlantic Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Terrell. Got the quick pass. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
56, Florida Atlantic.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Terrell. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Panthers will hustle to the line. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Still looking on the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They boot it away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how... Begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football. Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Florida International offense is back on the field.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Motion from the wide receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him, let him get outside, let him run the football, make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's tight end trying to get in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Spencer.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it from the gun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers can really attack on this second. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We reach the break. It's FIU with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Give to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double-team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now if the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Wants to return it. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they